A horse goes down during the 5th regular performance of the 2009 Cheyenne Frontier Days Rodeo in Cheyenne, Wyoming. It doesn't take a veterinarian to see an injury to the left rear leg and/or hip of the horse named Cajun Katie. Nevertheless, rodeo thugs do everything possible to force the horse to her feet, even at the risk of very possibly causing further injury. It is a sad and heart-wrenching sight. Perhaps Cajun Katie is already doomed, but if not, the cruel and grossly irresponsible actions of the rodeo people may well exacerbate her injury and lead to her death. Why would anyone act so irrationally? They would never do that to a human participant, and yet they say they treat their so-called animal athletes just as well. Another rodeo lie exposed. Perhaps this indefensible behavior stems from what happened 3 days earlier during the 2nd regular rodeo performance, when another horse named Strawberry Fudge was killed. Perhaps it was because of all the other horses who had fallen and crashed in their desperate effort to escape torment. Perhaps it was because the number of injured animals at the Cheyenne Rodeo averaged more than 4 a day. Fortunately for rodeo animal abusers, most of the injured were calves and steers, who are slipped out of the arena so much more quickly than a horse. It finally becomes obvious, even to these slow-wits, that Cajun Katie is going nowhere under her own power. So they reluctantly bring out the same trailer that had carried out the doomed Strawberry Fudge just 3 days earlier. The next day, the Wyoming Tribune-Eagle newspaper included a brief mention about Cajun Katie, though not by name. She was simply referred to as a bucking horse. Rodeo people claim she had, quote, pinched a nerve, unquote. A pinched nerve. Let's look back at the replay. Does this look like a pinched nerve to you? The rodeo people claim she was expected to recover. That's the last we ever heard about Cajun Katie. She was not spoken of again. It's important to mention that when a rodeo victim really recovers, they are always paraded out in front of the crowd. Cajun Katie wasn't paraded anywhere. At the end of the rodeo, Cheyenne spokespeople claimed that just 7 animals had received vet care. That may be true, but it is also true that dozens of animals were injured, so what happened to them? Cheyenne rodeo officials will not say. What happened to Cajun Katie? Again, rodeo officials will not say. That's how it works in the world of rodeo. Please do not go to rodeos, and please do not spend money with cruel and unethical corporate rodeo sponsors such as Coca-Cola, Dodge, Southwest Airlines, and Marriott Hotels. More cruel corporate rodeo sponsors may be found at corporatethugs.com. This is Steve Hindy for Showing Animals Respect and Kindness.